Guess who's back? Back again. Dad's Dyna Garage. I'm not going to say we're back because every time I say that, I don't end up doing it. But right now, we're doing it. So, Dad's Dyna Garage. Today, do an overview of the Dyna. Here we go. Well, we're just going to kind of keep this straight to the point. Try and keep it short, brief, sweet, enjoyable. This is my 2015 Harley Davidson Dyna Lowrider. So I bought this thing back in 2019. Let's see, it was 3,900 miles on it, and I bought it from Destination Harley out here in Tacoma, Washington. That's where we're from, pretty much, Tacoma, Washington, Graham, Puyallup area. But yeah, anyway, 2015 Dyna Lowrider, bought it bone stock, completely bone stock. Not a single thing was done to it aftermarket. Wheelbarrow handlebars, weird integrated headlight into the riser thing, all that jam. So now we have my version of the Dyna and how I like it and how I want to see it look. So here we go. We're going to start, I think, on the front end. We're just going to work our way back, and we'll just go through all the things I've changed and upgraded. I'm by no means a bike builder because I bolt parts on. I don't build stuff, I don't weld, I don't fabricate, I don't machine, anything like that. I'm an HVAC technician by trade, but I like tinkering when I can, and, cars, motorcycles, that's my hobby. So let's go through it, front to back. So we're going to kind of start off with the obvious. Chrome polished front end. We have stock trees, just had them recoated chrome. We ended up going to a top mount headlight this time. I've ran numerous windshields. I've had the Saddleman Mini RT fairing. I've had the quarter fairing clamshell. Have an OEM Harley windshield. And right now, this is my favorite look. My favorite style and year model, whatever Dyna, or early model Dynas. 39mm front end with the eyebrow. Sick. Super clean, simple. OEM Plus is my favorite. So anyway, we have the Cruzy Originals top mount headlight kit with the eyebrow. And in that bucket, got the Harley Retro Bright. I wanted a OEM style headlight. I'm a Baja fan, don't get me wrong, but I think on Dynas, they really don't belong. The only time I ever think a Baja LP6 or LP4 belongs on a Dyna is behind a T-Sport fairing. That's just my opinion. You can like it, you can hate it, doesn't matter. This is my bike. So, Harley Retro Bright. I wanted something a little OEM style, something that gave out a better light output. Best bang for your buck right there. Going down, obviously you can see we have beautiful chrome. Some street hoonigans right there. Knuckleheads. Anyway, we have some chrome roadster paper clips. Honestly, one of my favorite OEM wheels, and for the price that you can get them, it's hard to beat this. Now, I wish Harley offered them chrome from the factory. That would be chef's kiss. But what do they offer them? Flat black. So we sent them down to get Japan in LA, and my boy Jacob hooked it up with some chrome, and they look sick. Almost every wheel is going to look sick in chrome on a Harley, so it's like, why would you not? Moving from there, got ourselves a bare knuckle performance front axle. Does the job just great. I love it. Looks good, nice and sleek. It's got a 12-point ARP style nut on this side, so it looks good. It matches the rest of the ARP hardware that I put on this bike. From there, On the inside for the front suspension, we have the +2 tilde cycle dampeners for the 49mm front end. We also have some Speed Merchant preload adjusters. Haven't really messed with those yet. Oh, almost forgot. Patriot Genesis. We got the Patriot Genesis springs in here with a heavy fork oil. And honestly, no front end dip. Rides really well. Takes all the abuse and everything on the roads around here and all the road trips. So realistically, can't complain. It works well. Moving on, for brakes, we have the Brembo bagger calipers. You know, they work. They don't technically work 100% on a 06 plus Dyna, late model Dynas, but these work. I just have stock Harley rotors in here and 11.8 floating, and somehow the calipers work. I eventually want to go back to stock so that way I can run different rotors, but you know, we'll see when we get there. But from the brakes coming up, got ourselves a San Diego Customs junction block T, whatever you want to call it, splitter. Nice and simple, machined out of aluminum. This one's black. They make raw ones as well, but honestly, they gave a good look. Nice and simple, looks factory. Super simple and clean, and cleans up those brake lines. So finishing off the front end, I guess you could say, we got Big Al's 8-inch pullback risers with a Speed King chrome mid-band bar. Perfect ride position for me. Keeps me up in the pocket, but also keeps me back and down, keep my shoulders relaxed and comfortable. I had 9.5-inch pullbacks with a high bend bar, and it was just too much for me. My shoulders were falling asleep, my hands were falling asleep, wasn't comfortable. So went to an 8-inch, went to a mid bend, cherry, very good spot. Almost finishing off, we went with the bringing the gauges up on the top of the bars. I kind of like being able to have it in my peripheral view while riding around and stuff. I know everyone says you don't need gauges on a motorcycle. I like having them, just a good peace of mind as a reference or whatever. And we're just about there. We got shorty levers. I can't remember where I got them from. They might be Speed Kings, but they work nice and smooth. RLNS mini stalker mirrors, and shout out to San Diego Customs again. They got me some ARP hardware to mount these bad boys because the stems that come with them are just a little short when you're running aftermarket turn signals, which Drag Specialties mini turn signals. So anyway, that's the front end. That's where we're at. Now let's move on. So next, we're going to get into a little bit of the motor. There's not a lot going on here. I really wanted to keep the bike reliable, keep it simple. Don't really care for a lot of horsepower, big motor. As far as the twin cam goes, I just wanted a little bit of thump, a little bit of chop, bike to sound good, and to breathe well. So that's kind of what we did here. Starting at the bottom, we have a Fueling 543 cam chest kit in this thing. Perfect mid-bend or mid-range torque. Honestly, it comes on, I want to say like 2,500, and it'll ride out to like $5,000. Bike pulls really well. To me, it was like the perfect cam setup for a 103. Didn't need to do anything to the top end as far as like the 574s go, but it was a little more bump than the 525. So Fueling had me dialed up with the 543s. No issues, no qualms. I love it. Rips well, sounds good. Great setup. From there, we got the this is an HPI air cleaner, but I wanted some chrome. So RNS Big Sucker, cover right on there, gave it the chrome that I wanted, so it worked out. Pairing that, we have our nice Bassani Road Rage 3. And I had a local friend polish it up for me, and it looks mint. Favorite way to have an exhaust. I honestly can't complain about it. Sounds good. Great power as far as the power curve, torque bend, whatever you want to call it. Exhaust works. Sounds good. Bassani, affordable, great. Can't beat it. From there, let's see what else we got in this thing. Stock clutch, pretty much stock everything inside the primary. The only thing as far as clutch upgrades go, I have a Mueller Easy Pull in this. 100% recommend it. Yeah, it's a little pricey, but honestly, it's a real deal. The ball and ramp are perfect, and it's very smooth. I mean, it's simple. One finger. Really, it's a two finger, but it's money. Maybe one day I'll get some Elite Mototech levers and really get that reduction down as far as that pull goes. But other than that, motor's pretty much stock. I mean, just cams, exhaust, and air cleaner. Kept it real simple on this bike, and it rips. And 30,000 miles now. It's been going and going. Nothing but 3-hole changes, and she's dialed. So I guess for the back end, we're gonna cover, I guess, rear brakes, the suspension, I guess foot controls, and that's kind of, we're kind of getting to our final destination here. So I guess foot controls going back. We have the TTI mini floorboards. Honestly, perfect. Very comfortable on the foot, nice and grippy. Look cool. Got raw because I wanted the black and chrome look. Nice OG Harley styling there. And then for the back ones, I just have some simple cross thread cycles. Mini MX style pegs. They work well for the wife and the kids, so can't complain there. Moving to the back, a little bit of stopping power. We have a Bagger Touring Brembo back here with the ramjet mount, and it does the job. Looks good. Gets you away from that weird floating caliper thing that these late model Dynas came with, and it gets you to a hard mounted rotor or caliper. And pairing that, I think I have some EBC double H centered pads all around, but that's what I have in the back as well. And then I have a bare knuckle performance rotor back here, the anti-hero, which I do have some for the fronts, but that's the whole running touring Brembos on the front end kind of situation, but we can talk about that in another video. And then we got bare knuckle performance axle, rear axle as well. I like it sleek, simple, nice and clean, and it looks good, and I wanted to pair it with the front, so that's what we got. We're going to move to the other side, and we're going to talk about the chain drive kit I have, and just some more of the chrome goodness that I got going on with these paper. So I guess while we're over here on foot controls, I'll just make it simple, make it quick. Thrashing supply, little shifter peg, works well. Might change it out to chrome, I don't know. Why not more chrome? Okay, anyway, back to this. Like I said, we got a chain drive kit on here. Belt's cool and all, but I also wanted some bling, and who doesn't like a gold chain? As Cruise Originals would say, gold chain. So that's what we got. We got a Lindell B52 rotor back here. Does the job. I think it's a 52 tooth count, so I went up from the one, the stock gear ratio is a 51, and it works well. Stock ratios, so it's ripping. Can't complain. Oh yeah, rear suspension. We have the Öhlins rear shocks in this. The 66 422s, I think, is the model number. But had them set up by wherever I bought them from. I can't remember. It's been 5 years, but they're 13 3/8 or 13 1/2. Comfortable. Ride 2 up. Pack my bag or bike down, for a road trip, whatever. Got no issues, no sag, nothing. Haven't had any leaks. I like the nice OEM style look. No flashy colors or anything like that. Nice hidden logo. Nothing crazy. And then I got bunking sliders. I originally bought these for foot pegs for my daughter because she is shorter. But now they're just sliders because she can reach the rear foot pegs. So, and then other than that, obviously the chrome paperclip, because who doesn't love chrome wheels? So, and then the Moon's integrated tail light and a lay-down license plate kit, kind of curve. Oh, and we're forgetting. We got a nice little saddleman seat on here, a little tuck and roll. I've gone through the double diamond stitch, not comfortable to me, but this is what we wanted, and this worked out. So this is the seat I got. So, that's the overview of the bike. There's not a lot that I don't think I missed. Oh, I have a Green Brothers, is it Green Brothers design, I believe, shift linkage. So that's another little thing. ARP hardware. Who doesn't love a good VQ? Anyway, a lot of ARP hardware throughout the bike. We got a whiplash bar bag, quad lock chrome mount for the phone. Other than that, I don't think I'm missing anything. Chrome, black, you know, best color combo you can get on a Harley. So, yeah, that's the bike. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you have questions, let me know. I'd like to make some more videos. Realistically, I just want to do some riding videos because I don't have any, really don't have much install left to do on this thing. As far as the future ideas go, I always daydream about doing a paint scheme on this thing, but my tins are super clean, so I don't want to mess with that. Maybe one day I'll get to that, but we'll see. Other than that, motor's going to stay the same. Might change the pipe out. I'd really like to chrome or like a high polished thunder header. I think that would look really sick. And you can't beat a thunder header, the sound and the look. It's OG for a reason. Like I said, mess with the brakes, front brakes a little bit. I don't know. You guys tell me. This bike rips. It's comfortable. It's fun. You're in the pocket. I've road tripped it to California and back 3 times now. A few times to Oregon. A few times to Canada, which I have a trip coming up for that. Other than that, man, I just want to smash miles and have a good time with my friends. So this is what that bike does for me, and I can't complain. But yeah, stay safe out there. Enjoy your riding. Ride your motorcycles. Build them, ride them, rebuild them. Keep going. Shout out to all the friends I've made through this thing. It's crazy. Friends from the internet, friends from around here, everywhere, you know. Hobbies can bring you some cool people in your life, but motorcycles, they bring some good dudes. So anyway, that's Dad's Dyna Garage. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever, or bully me into making more videos. See you guys.